Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. Cindy here from C3 Planning with a Plan With Me video. I have to apologize because in my release video I mentioned that the next video up would be a vertical plan with me, and that was actually the intention. It was filmed and uploaded and edited. I take that back. It was uploaded. I went to go edit it, and for some reason the file had been corrupted and I couldn't really recreate it, unfortunately. So I wanted to show you real quick what my vertical plan looked like. So I had posted on Instagram, and actually in the intro to my vertical plan with me, I had mentioned how my previous week had been completely chaotic and out of control. And then I kind of showed why, because I didn't plan a single thing in my planner. This is why we plan, because things get out of control, and this is our way to kind of have a little piece of control, even in the madness. So I thought that I wanted to show why, one, I hadn't done any videos, and two, you know, what kind of had happened the week before. And as you can see, it was a mess. The week had been crazy. So this is the plan with me that I had done on film, and zoom out a little bit. And like I said, for some reason, when I went to go edit the video, it was completely gone. And this isn't really something that you can recreate after you have done it, unless you have multiple planners in the same size, and I don't. So anyway, I wanted to show you real quick, just because I don't get to do a lot of vertical plan with me's, or I haven't done a lot of verticals, but I do actually use this for work and personal. So this is where I track everything. But this is the full spread, and I'm going to post that on Instagram as well. So if you're not a follower, please follow. But here you go. That's a quick peek at what the week looked, or what the week is going to look like. And now today we are going to actually use the same set, but we're going to use our horizontal plan. So to get started, let's go ahead and just roll to our week. What's upside down? And I want to try and breeze through this as quickly as possible so it doesn't take forever. I did also want to show, in that other video, I showed the April monthly view kit, and here is a picture of it. This is actually the horizontal kit. I'm not going to do that today on film, but I did want to show the kit. It does include some tabs here for Passover beginning and ending. Earth Day is actually the same day as Passover, when Passover starts. So I left these boxes, even though they have the numbers in them, I left them blank so that if you wanted to use Passover, you could put that there. If you wanted to use Earth Day, you would just use the Earth Day sticker instead. So you can choose to do that however you wish. But this is I love this wood banner to go with the kit. And then I added something new for this month's kit, and it's in both the horizontal and vertical, but they're bill due and payday stickers. So there's 2 payday and 3 bill due little banners, and they are also in a white wood finish. So that's that, and let's get started. I am not in the right week. So you can see I didn't plan in my horizontal last week either. I'm telling you, we plan for a reason, because life gets in the way, and if we don't, then we have no idea what we're doing. So here's our horizontal kit. Again, it's the same color scheme, same patterns as the vertical kit. It's just laid out differently so that it will fit in our horizontal planner. And that is huge dots, but it is, the pieces are cut in there. All right, so as always, I'm going to start with my header washi, my top banner washi. Actually, I think I will come over here. Try not to get my head in the way. And this is not a complete color match, but the orange in the dots is really, really close to the orange that is in the March colors. So I'm not quite sure why I actually started on this side first. I don't know that it really mattered, but okay, and then I'll do the other top washi. Oh, and darn it, I forgot to put down my, shoot. So much for having this go quickly. I forgot to put down my little bottom strip here to cover up that line. I moved it, so it's not first and foremost in my head anymore. Because it was on the side, but because I made it the full length, I moved it to the bottom, and now obviously I'm forgetting to put it on. And it was, as with all my washi's, they are on removable sticker paper to simulate real washi. So, okay, there's that. Now we will do this in the correct order on this side. Just pull that off. I am so happy that we are finally heading into the spring months and days. Spring is actually one of my favorite seasons, and I'm happy that winter is finally on its way out because I need some nice warm weather. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of snow and cold. I did not lay that down straight at all. So, as with all my other kits, the kits are available in both matte and glossy, with the exception of the washi, because it is supposed to be removable. So we do try to keep that in the removable, or in the repositionable. And for video purposes, I prefer to do my videos with the matte just because the shine gets to be too much. Now, as always, you end up with this little square. It's not cut, but you certainly could use that for something else. I mean, maybe you could actually put that in your vertical planner if you have a vertical planner. I don't know, but it is a useful piece of sticker paper, so use it if you can. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put in my day dividers. Get that down. So yeah, I was pretty bummed, to say the least. I'd finally gotten my Plan With Me videos done, and I had planned to do actually both the vertical and the horizontal for this week. And so when I went to upload the video to edit and it was not reading, I was really, really upset. So here we are today, and we're getting through it, doing the best I can at this point. But I do really love this set. Actually, I'm pretty happy with all the March sets. I wish actually that Easter would have been in its own month, preferably April, so that I could have done more of an Easter theme. But I stuck with just kind of neutrals. And I will probably, I'm working on just on a deco set that I want to use for Easter. So it's not an actual Easter spread, but there's pieces that you can use for Easter. And hopefully that'll be up by the end of the week. It just depends on how crazy life is going to be. We have daylight savings at the end of this week, so that's going to be challenging if you're not in an area where you actually observe daylight savings. Lucky you, because this is the hard part of the year where we have to potentially, and in all intents and purposes, we actually lose an hour. So trying to get my kids up for school is going to be a challenge. All right, so there we've got our washies down, and then we're going to go in and do our headers and our boxes. And I'm going to go ahead and actually just go ahead and put my boxes down here at the bottom. And for you, you horizontal planners, do you think that this would be better if it was all one strip versus 3 separate? I wanted to keep them in separate boxes, just because if you chose to use them elsewhere, or if you wanted to replace them, or if you wanted to mix and match them, you had the ability to do so. Whereas if it was in one huge strip, you can't really do that. So that's kind of my thought pattern when I was creating those boxes. But I don't know. I mean, again, I design it for what I think, what I need, and I don't necessarily know what everybody else would prefer. So just a thought. If you have any comments on that, I would love to hear them. And I was mentioning in my vertical plan with me that I am now customizing all headers, both horizontal and vertical. So if you have headers that you would like that are different than the ones that I have, then I would be more than happy at no charge to create those. I said in that video that I didn't feel like it was really, I mean, it's hard to predict what other people are going to want. And I would hate for someone to pass up a kit that they really liked because it didn't have the headers that they wanted. So at no additional charge to you, I am actually going to print your preferred headers. Now, if you don't request anything, then they will come with the way that they are, because they currently say personal, today, what do they say? To do, today, and personal. Because that's what works for me in this planner. But in my other planner, I have work in there instead of today. So, again, so no additional charge, whether it's vertical or the horizontal size. Obviously, keep in mind that the horizontal ones are longer. I'm not going to create additional headers, but of the headers that are there, you are welcome to personalize. And you just have to, when you place your order, you just need to include a note that tells me what you want your headers to say. And of course your color preference, because they are typically in 3 or 4 colors. So you would just need to let me know which is which. And again, that was at no extra charge. I don't know that many people will personalize headers at no charge. So, but again, my theory is I would hate for you to pass up a kit that you like just because it didn't have the headers that you wanted. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my half boxes, if you will. And I like to kind of alternate. Now I made them all whited out so that they're easier to write on. And there are only 3 of these solid box, but there's 7 to go for all 7 days. So I'm going to start with a pattern. Just get that in here. I love how bright these colors and patterns are. Like I said before, I'm so ready for spring colors and spring patterns and spring flowers and everything spring and pretty colors. So it's nice to start using some of these fun springy feeling things. Okay, so we're just going along. I'm going to put a blue one in here. Okay, I am loving the way that this feels already. what did I do? That was a solid. Okay, and let's go with a green. Nope, let's do the orange. Okay. There we go. We are cruising right along. I did also mention in that illustrious plan with me that went missing that I'm going to be doing a giveaway. It's not going to be until next week, but just FYI, if you're watching this and you want to be a part of the giveaway, then you need to either follow me on Instagram or follow this YouTube channel, my C3 Planning YouTube channel, because I will post the details for the giveaway. And the giveaway will actually be for a full weekly kit, whether it's a horizontal or a vertical kit, and it will be of your choice. So look for the details. Like I said, it won't be until next week, but just giving you a heads up. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure that you are staying tuned. All right, sorry, I'm looking at this thinking, what on earth am I doing next? But I need to put in my to-do headers. Trying to get these off. I feel like I'm all thumbs today. You know what? I actually don't want to put these on just yet. Let me just put these right here real quick. Sorry, so much for trying to get this done quickly. I need to put my headers on first, or my checklists, because I use those to line up where my headers go, my to-do headers. Kind of bouncing all over the place today, sorry. Okay. Right. Sorry, no chatty. Trying to get this done quickly before the kids get home from school. Well, it's always a mad dash to try and get things done before the kids get home from school. I very rarely get an opportunity in the house without the kids to film in between track practice and soccer practice and band practice. Just feel like I'm constantly going. So as soon as the kids get home from school, I'm pretty much done with the me time. I'm sure you other mothers out there can completely understand. But I had this rare opportunity to actually have a day off. So I am utilizing it to the fullest. What do you guys do when you're suddenly faced with an opportunity for alone time? So an unexpected alone time. Now this one wasn't really unexpected because I had actually planned to take the day off. However, I am actually doing a lot more things than I had anticipated. So I'm curious as to what you get to do, or what you find. I actually enjoyed a coffee this morning. I actually went to Starbucks and got myself a great coffee that I haven't had in a long time, so it was very enjoyable, and I was in no rush to get anything done. And you know, I mean, there's just those days where you kind of luck out. Okay, so I'm going to go in next with sorry, I'm just looking to see what I did before I did put them on top. I kind of have been going back and forth with these, so I'm not quite sure really how I want to do this. Now, you know, I'll mention that because I did change these up, I didn't change the fact that you still get 14 full boxes for this. So, because originally I had, you know, 2 boxes here to make a total of 3 boxes, but now that I do it this way, I still have those extra boxes. So you have the luxury of 7 extra boxes to do whatever you want with. If you choose to put them there, then that's great. But all right, I'm going to use these green ones on the end. So I'm going to line that up there. Okay, totally laid wrong. And I think I had learned this last time too. I need to use those edges right there along the side because everything else doesn't get laid properly. I'm going to put 2 of the same ones here. What color is my weekend? Okay, that's good. And then we'll lay our weekend banner down. Yeah, these are, my headers are way off. I'm gonna just roll with it. I'm trying to embrace a more roll with it kind of attitude. And I do like, as I mentioned before, I like putting my weekend banner all the way over here to the side. That way I have this full space over here to actually write, versus having it here and then it cutting into my lines to write on my to-do box. And zoom back in a little bit. I didn't realize I had zoomed out so much. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with a cool pattern. I want to bring some of that blue in there. So get this finished up. We're almost done. And I actually am going to make all of these, because I have them, I'm going to make all of these side pieces. I'm going to make them patterned, except for that weekend. I have a lot of stuff that I do on the weekend for my Stampin' Up! Business, as well as the sticker shop. So that's why I left the solid ones there. That way I could make more lists if necessary. These, you will notice, are not whited out, but you can still write on top of them. You just need a darker pen, and that is way off. So you do have a little bit of playtime with this. I may have actually, this was probably printed on the removable paper as well. Wow. You realize how incapable you are of actually putting things down straight. I have all these guides and I still can't manage to put it down straight. I know I can't be the only one. I hope I'm not the only one. That would just be sad. Okay, and then what do I want? I've got enough of those. How about we do another swirly pattern? Okay, and then I am going to go ahead and put on the today's, like I did previously. And these just go right at the top. They lay right on top of the box. So I would be careful when laying these, just because, especially on the glossies, if you do the glossy, they will peel up the ink on the paper if you mess up. So you could either cut it down, you could cut the big box down if you wanted, or not use these. You could also, you know what, I'm not going to use those since I already put my weekend banner down. I am not going to use those today's on the weekend. And guys, that is it for the most part. I mean, I've got these little pieces here, and I could actually, I do want to note that we need to change the clocks on the 13th because I don't want to forget to do that. And I have club, so my stamp club, I have to place my order on the 10th. The payments are due, so it's just kind of a reminder to me that I need to place the order. And what else do I have? Ooh, I do get paid on Monday, so I'm going to put that actually I'm going to put that over here in my personal. So that's that. And then I do need to send out, well, I do kind of orders every day, but I'm not going to have my kits back. All right, we're going to hold off on the little letter sticker. Oh, actually, no, because I need to send out a birthday card. My brother and my niece are having, so I'll do that on Saturday. That is personal, but I'm going to use, obviously, the cards that I make. So that is the bulk of just my general layouts and planning. Zoom out there for you. And then I will go in and I'll fill it in as the days go on. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope that you liked today's video. I will have videos coming up in the future as well. So please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you guys. See you soon.